Bonjour mon ami. The path that we are going as an artist, as a creative, is often not easy. And I was just walking this morning along this path that you see behind me, and I came to an interesting conclusion, because when I was walking this path, suddenly it ended with this rocks in my way, and then this tree, and there's at first no way around it. And sometimes you there as an artist, as a creative, feel this way. It is really not easy sometimes to activate your creative potential and to do the necessary work to go along this path, to find this inner source of power and to connect with it, that will bring you through the things that are just in your way, to let this diamond that you are having, to find a possibility to pull it up in the open into the sunlight, that it can shine again. And I think nevertheless, like during this walk today in the morning, it is worth it to put your best foot forward, to really make the decision. It is really worth it to keep yourself on the track, to make it possible that you can venture forward, because nevertheless it is one of the most precious things we can do in life, is to create, to let this creative energy flow. And I was just thinking, it is strange how easy in a way it would be to overcome such a blockage, or what is holding you back from your artistic progression. It can be something, of course, the things that can happen to you that are holding you back from your creative venture are of course different, because we are all different. Some of the things are in the outside world, some of the things are in our mind. But nevertheless, hear me just out, how we normally would react when something like this with the stones in my path would happen. First of all, we would think about what just happened. Okay, I am walking right now here along, and something is in my path, so I am thinking about it. Then, as the second step, I would explore what are the possibilities, what is all about the stones, what are my other possibilities to walk around, to jump over it, what it is. And then I would put myself into action to overcome this what is in my way. And the same things goes actually for the most problems that you are having with your artistic progression. I think the formula to overcome all this what is standing in your way, or to reconnect to this creative energy in you, is in the first step to think about it, but not in a way of overthinking. I think this is really counterproductive. I think is to do something with it. Sit down, write about it in your artist notebook, or make a small drawing about it, about the fear that you are experiencing that is holding you perhaps back, or the circumstances that are holding you back. When you allow it to express what is in your way through the artistic possibilities, through your creativity, I think you can use everything that is happening as a kind of inspiration. Right now, when I was standing here and watching the stones, it came to my mind how beautiful it looks, the way the light is falling upon this tree and the rocks, how they are put together. It become not a problem but an inspiration, because I allow it to find an expression. So the first step is to write, draw, and do something creative with actually what is holding you back, or with what is happening to you. The second step, I think, is the process of exploring, to see actually with what you have created, what you have written about, what you have drawn, what are the possibilities. what can happen with this, how can this be developed, and how can this become something else. Like for me, it was first something that was blocking my way, and then I have found inspiration with it, and now it is, I am exploring the possibilities to make even a drawing out of it when I have finished this video. So you are allowing to explore, to be open to the reality, and to allow different possibilities to come in, instead of being stuck in the mindset, oh no, this is just a path that is blocked. It can become a discovery of a motive, and then it is all about the third part I was talking about of the action. This is what I also want to do today. After this video, I will have a date with me as an artist. I will sit down and draw and develop something out of this. So this third part, taking action and expressing all the things that you have done before in the two previous steps of writing down and making drawings, exploring, being open, and then to actually do something with it, to find an expression in it. And I think these three steps that are common sense, what we are doing when we are walking, can become a tool to overcome everything that is, perhaps not everything of course, but most of the things that are holding you back from reconnecting with your creative potential, to focus on your artistic goal, on your artistic progression, on your artistic path again. And in this way you can easily, with these three steps, find your creative self again and just have fun, instead of being stuck in a certain mindset or of thinking this is a path and I have to walk it, otherwise this and that will happen, and fear is coming in. Instead, allowing the things that are happening to be used in a fun way to reconnect yourself with creativity. Everything can become a creative process, and when you think about it, of course there are certain things which you would struggle to find a creative process out of it or have fun with it, like being really ill or something dramatic that is happening in your life. But when you look at it, certain people are even finding in this the inspiration. I have seen a man without arms just painting with his feet. So even with this he has done something creative and he had fun. Or just behind me is the Asylum of Saint-Remy, where Van Gogh really spent a horrible time of his life, being broken, being in this cage, but nevertheless he found a way to transform it to something else, to take action in the end and paint this outstanding painting of the Starry Night. It can be also an inspiration for others that you are creating. Perhaps through these three steps you are not always able to develop the most brilliant art, but who knows, when Van Gogh back then was painting the Starry Night, he was also not thinking that it would have the impact it is now having. So you are always creating also things perhaps that are right now not meeting your expectation or not instantly being the magnus opus of your art, but let it just happen and let it develop. Perhaps the drawing of the stones right now in the street trunk will be not my most outstanding drawing, but nevertheless it will be a reminder how in three easy steps I have overcome a previous frustration, and it will remain always a token with me. And when I'm back in London or Paris and it's a winter day and it's storming and raining outside, I will have this drawing of the stones and be aware that this rain and the bad weather outside and perhaps the traffic or whatever the problems are of this life in the metropolis, it is also a stone, something that is in my path, and I can do something creative with it. So you never know. It is so easy to change your perspective as an artist, to see the possibilities, see the opportunities, and often all it takes are small changes. What is often helping me is to just move my body. When I came here, I was stuck in this mood. I was frustrated by the stones here, and then I began to walk around, to see the things. Changing your motion is changing also your emotion. The word motion and emotion, they are connected together, and it is so easy to ask yourself, is frustration, is fear, or whatever it is overwhelming us as emotion, is it the only possibility? Or can we just relax, reboot ourselves and jumpstart our creativity? And the 3 steps I was telling you about first sitting down, drawing, writing in your artist notebook, then exploring the situation, becoming open again, and then making this, going into action, deciding for a date with you as an artist, where you set a certain time frame when you are working and developing something out of it. With these 3 steps that you can try even today, you can begin again to connect with your creativity and use whatever it is happening to make this connection again, to dig to your inner diamond that is just waiting inside you and that is wanting to shine again. Because think of it, this creativity, this potential is always there. Sometimes a lot of different emotions are stuck to it, cover it. It is becoming a ball of dirt, a heavy ball that we have to carry around with us and often are overwhelmed with. And nevertheless, when you are putting in the work and layer by layer breaking through to the pureness of this creativity you have, the diamond that is in you, magnificent things can happen. And I'm really looking forward to sit down now and have my date with me as an artist, and with this frustrated event that became an inspiration. I hope such ideas are inspiring you to start your own exploration as an artist, to go beyond the limitations that we are all having. And I hope to see you perhaps one day here with me in South France in one of the retreats, so we can explore together this magnificent countryside. I see you perhaps in one of my videos, and see you soon. Have a great artistic day, because every day is a great day for art. Until then, see you soon. Bye bye.